Welcome, Libra. This is your weekly Tarotscope reading for July 14th through to the 20th, 2014. So, first of all, thank you very much for your love, your support, your blessings, your prayers, and understanding, especially last week. Truly, I'm totally blessed to have such awesome viewers, such as you, in my life. And thank you for letting me walk next to you on your path, and thank you for walking next to me on my path. So you always give me that kind of love and support, and especially last week, truly I wanted to say thank you, and I do love you. So let's get to your cards, though, because wow, you know, you're really being drawn into something right now. You really don't have a lot of control on where you're being drawn, but I see that you have been empowered by your choices, by your decisions. It's going to bring balance in your life. I know that the struggle is hard, and you're thinking about where you want to go. There is a new path opening up to you. There is foundation coming into your life. It's going to bring you beauty, and I do see doors closing and new doors opening. But, you know, with the Two of Wands, you're being really drawn into a direction. You really don't have much of a choice, which would tell me, as your first card, that you have done everything possible on your end to secure how you are going to go forward. Now you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you have crossed every I and dotted every T. Anyways, the other way around. You need to believe this about yourself. You need to trust in yourself. You need to trust in God, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, that now it's their turn to bring you what you have been desiring the most, working towards the most, whether it be a relationship, whether it be finances, stature in the community, a total well-being. Every one of you has a different path and a different life lesson that you are trying to end right now to go forward in a new path. The Magician with Justice. There's powerhouse for you. Okay, because this is the universe saying you are going to get everything that you have been diligently working on to the best of your ability for the greater goodness of you and the world around you. You kind of stand in the gateway this week. You kind of, it's almost, you know, I really don't see this as a working week as much as an inner week, turning inwardly to realize your beauty, that your decisions were true, that you are asking for the right things on your path. And the universe has been listening, and justice comes in and says, yes, you've learned the lesson, you've gone through the trials, you've gone through the struggles, the chaos. And now you have to believe that you have done everything in your power to go forward. Now is the time when you can really clearly look at what you need to let go of in your life, what no longer serves as a truth, and you know what? Take those new ideas, those new opportunities that have been probably being presented to you along the way, and grasp them. Make it your future if you so desire. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Now, first of all, I do like this because it tells me the beginning of the path and the end of the path. A lot of things that you have thought about over the last, well, I would say 6 months, for sure. It could be a year, it could be many years. It could be up to a decade for some of you, depending on what life path you are currently experiencing the most in your life. And that's a lot of struggles. That's a lot of anxiety and pain and tears. And it's also a lot of joys and celebrations. You realize now that you have completed the path to the best of your ability. Everything that you did what was right, and everything that you need to just let go of now in order to move forward, in order to obtain balance in your life. You're getting a new clarity, a new understanding, a new belief structure about who you are and what you've done and how it is going to exalt you forward on your path. Okay, we have the Four of Wands and the Three of Wands. This is a very firm foundation that you've made for yourself, a solid foundation. Okay, even if you can't see it around you right now, and I'm thinking that you can't, because these cards are trying to convince you almost that it's there for you, that you need to have this belief, that you need to have this understanding, that you've done all you. It's almost like a confirmation or a declaration from God, this reading, in order for you to understand exactly just how much you've done right in order to go forward. And now you need to trust in your past actions and trust in God to provide what you've been asking for. A new, beautiful, expansive path opens up to you based on the firm foundation that you have been providing for yourself, building for yourself, putting your energies towards. Now, this also tells me, you're standing on firm land and there's water, okay? So this tells me that it's the stepping into, it's having the courage to step into that truth, to pick up the phone or send that email and touch base with somebody. That's really going to be able to exalt you on your path. And it might be just to give them the opportunity. I don't think you really will have to push or anything. I think the universe is going to provide that. I think you know what steps need to be taken, if any. It's going to be, I think, a small portion of you that actually even have to make contact with somebody in order for this to be provided to you. It's having faith in you this week. Trusting in your actions, because really, as you... I think more so completing the month, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune here together, which tells me that you are going to be sitting in a beauty, in a well-being. This is foundation. This is success. This is stature in the community, finances being what you need them to be, that total well-being in your life, and that's what you're working towards. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, doors closing, another door is opening. So, I don't get a sense that you're worried about the doors closing. So I think you will be glad when they close. I think perhaps it is the universe or God closing those doors for you and saying you don't need to worry about that anymore. That's the past. We're moving forward now. And it's based on all you've done and all the lessons you've gone through to this point. It's time to stand back and just watch everything unfold for yourself and to believe in you. So until we meet again, please remember, I do love you.